Hello, everyone, Hippykillerz here for a vid. Eddie Fatu, or Jamal, or Marga passed away on Friday. You know, it's a big loss for me personally, because I'm quite a fan of his work. Even in the 3-minute warning days, I thought he was okay. I thought he was better than Rosie ever was. It's not a bigger loss than I've had over the years, like Sherry or Eddie or Benoit or anyone like that, but it's still pretty big in my view. Where to start, really? Of course, he's a member of the big. I can't remember the name of it. Sorry. The Rocks family. That had I believe he's brothers with Rikishi, which has got to be quite hard on Rikishi. You know, it's shocking, really. And it's another person to die from that family. And they were quite young. Yokozuna, of course, being the first. I believe Yokozuna was about 40. Yamaha was like 36, I believe. So, this video is basically in tribute to him. It's like my thoughts, my memories of Imago, Jamal, Eddie, whatever you want to call him. First time I ever saw him was in 2002, of course, 3-minute warning. Now, I'd taken a break from wrestling at that point, and the first Raw I watched, when I came back, had 3-minute warning on it. It was like the HLA. I didn't watch it for HLA, granted, because I didn't know it was going to be on there. I just put it on. There was HLA, and there were 2 women making out. I was like, this ain't wrestling. I was 12 at the time. It's not a good thing for a 12-year-old to be watching, to be quite honest. And then all of a sudden Eric Bischoff comes out and he says, did I just hear myself for 3 minutes? And then Jamal and Rosie come out and destroyed him. He had one of the nicest Samoan drops I've ever seen. Probably the best Samoan drop I've ever seen. Just throw him against the ropes, they come back, throw him up into the air. Like, not sort of military press, up into the air. Boom, Samoan drop. Quite nice. I really enjoyed that Samoan drop. And then they popped up on SmackDown and attacked Stephanie and Billy and Chuck. And I watched Unforgiven that year, and they were against Billy and Chuck. Like the blow off. This was like the end of the 3-minute warning push. Well, no, I wouldn't say that because they got a push against the Dudleys, I guess, and Jeff Hardy at Survivor Series. But I reckon that was just more for D-Von to be reunited with Bubba. But you know, it wasn't an entertaining match at Unforgiven. I wasn't entertained by it. I was 12 and I even thought, because I wasn't a smart mark or whatever you want to call yourself. Back then I didn't know a lot, but I knew that was pretty bad. Considering Benoit and Angle on the card. So, it really didn't help it. Then 3-minute warning got split up. Jamal got fired, I believe, and Rosie went on to become the SHIT Superior and trained with the Hurricane. And then he went to TNA, never saw anything of him in TNA because I didn't know TNA existed until 2005, so there you go. And he came back in 2006 with Armando Alejandro Escalada, like my little flavour there. Don't know why I said that, who knows. And he came back as Umaga. I didn't really like the Umaga character. I don't understand why everyone's saying, oh, the Umaga character is great. Personally, I didn't find it that great of a character. Armando made the gimmick for me because it was like Armando was he was his kimchi but more sophisticated, he could talk, and Umaga was just another wild Samoan. And I didn't particularly like the gimmick. I liked the wrestler. I reckon he had some fantastic matches with Jeff Hardy, John Cena, even Triple H. When him and Triple H had a little feud, there were a couple of good matches there. And of course, if I remember correctly, Umaga's first real threat, well, it wasn't a real threat, but it was like the first time Umaga was like, I can't beat this man. It was Kamala. Does anyone remember that? It was, Umaga was in a feud with Eugene, and Eugene got all his legend friends to help, and Kamala was one of them. Then they had a stare off, and Amanda was telling them, back off, you can't beat Kamala, and then the next night Raw, just destroyed Kamala, so. He had a feud with Kane, got Kane booted off Raw and onto SmackDown. That was an okay feud, I think. What did he do after that? I don't know. Sorry. Survivor Series. What was he doing around Survivor Series? Oh, he was on Big Show's team, that's right. Then he had this feud with John Cena. Great match, Royal Rumble. News Revolution up in the right hand belt. And then, of course, the biggest moment of his career probably was the whole Donald Trump, Vince McMahon storyline. I'm good for him, because he was in one of the main events. Shawn Michaels, John Cena, Undertaker, Batista, Lashley and Umaga. I didn't enjoy the match, I thought it was overbooked to hell, but still, Umaga in a pretty big position, considering that's his first WrestleMania, because he never had a WrestleMania before that, even with 3 Minute Warning. So I thought that was good for him, very good for his career. And I don't know what happened to him after that. I don't know, WWE just went, yeah, just forgot completely all about him, which is quite sad. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get used to that he said I won't see him wrestle no more. Because he just came back for the Hulkamania tour, which was what, a week ago? It was something like that, it was like a week, 2 weeks ago. And I think he died in his sleep. Well, he had a heart attack in his sleep, but, you know, he died in his sleep. No, bats. My cat, sorry. So, Eddie, Fatu, Umaga, Jamal. You will be missed by me, by this wrestling fan. I'm sure my cat will miss you too. So, rest in peace, Eddie Fatu.